Hey everyone, me Views here. My Superstore recap is a little bit late this week because I was actually at an escape room last week when Superstore's on. And to answer your question, no, I did not escape from the escape room. But I just watched Superstore today, so here's my Superstore recap. So to recap, I think basically the whole episode was about the Integrity Award and them being filthy vermin in the break room. So with Mateo dating Jeff, Dina's trying to get Mateo to have Jeff will not really give him special treatment, but just have stuff get done to the store, like have get the cockroaches out of the break room. And Dina doesn't believe that Mateo and Jeff are really that close, so Mateo says, "Oh yeah, Jeff's obsessed with me. He'll do it." When actually it's Mateo who I guess uses whatever exterminators used in the break room, and it's just like spreading like wildfire. And then you see him kind of doing other random things in the store until whatever he used, I think it was a bug bomb in the break room. They actually had to evacuate the whole store, and Jeff was like, whoever whatever moron, what your coworker morons did this. And Mateo's just like trying to play it cool, and he's really curious as to why Jeff is being so open of their relationship, because they're supposed to keep it secret. And he said that the, I guess, higher ups know about it, and Mateo's like, really? And they're okay with it? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, well, you have to change stores. So I'm like, does this mean Mateo's gonna leave Cloud9 or go to another store? I mean, doesn't that mean that Jeff is still his boss? Would that really make a difference? But I'm really hoping Mateo doesn't leave. With the Integrity Award, Glenn really wants to win the Integrity Award, and he is really happy when Cheyenne nominates him for it, and then he's also happy that Sandra nominates him, and she was actually going to nominate him until Garrett rescues this dog from the snow, and I'm like, oh, look at Garrett being the hero. So she erases Glenn's name, puts Garrett's name there, and they find out later that it's actually a veteran's dog, so they're all happy about that, and corporate actually hears about it and thinks that Garrett deserves recognition, and they didn't specify what kind of recognition he'd get. I'm going to assume it'd be the Integrity Award, because Glenn was all like, oh, Garrett just called you a bad name, and he's putting the finger at you. So Garrett was originally uninterested in the Integrity Award, but then he just wanted to win it out of spite. And it was kind of cute watching Garrett with the dog. He was feeding him nacho chips, and then when Glenn tried to go over and say hi to the dog, he was very mad. The dog, he was like growling at Glenn, and Garrett was like, oh, he thinks you're taking his nacho chip, and Glenn was like, I'm not. So Amy had to take one of the Cloud9 trucks to help her parents move. So Jonah gets to see some of Amy's childhood home and meet her parents, and they're showing baby pictures and stuff of Amy, and of course Amy's embarrassed. And Jonah finds out that Amy's dad is an artist, and he lets Jonah pick any painting he wants, and he picks, out of all the paintings he painted, he picked Putin. Yeah. So he sees Amy's childhood room, and he says to her that it's not her job to solve everything for everyone, that because she's basically like frustrated that she has to do this for her like help her parents move, but they're not like interested at all, not taking it seriously. So they just leave their house and let their parents deal with it. And that's kind of like how when they saw everybody evacuating the store, they're like, they're adults, they'll handle it. And Jonah and Amy kind of technically have a lunch date. It's not like official date or anything, but they technically have a lunch date, and we're bonding over their childhood heroes. So yeah, it was definitely a funny episode. Next week's episode is called Mateo's Last Day, so I'm hoping that Mateo stays, whether he has to break it off of Jeff or not. not sure, but I'm hoping Mateo stays because he's one of my favorite characters on the show. So I hope you guys enjoyed Superstore. And if you guys want to catch Superstore, it is on Thursdays, 8 p.m. on NBC. I hope you guys enjoyed my Superstore recap. Until next time, stay regal and have a heavenly day.